let's try it. Yo, okay, that's a good start. Looks like that's working. Oh, how about a mic check? Yo, whoa, 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 whoa. Anybody there that can hear? Oh, 6. All right. Wow, it doesn't show you guys are viewing. Okay, good. Oh, let's see here. Hang on. 6 are viewing, but why is it not showing? Oh, hey, sound is okay. Oh, good. And we got video. Okay, thanks, sir. All right, we'll let the opening crazy 5 minutes go. Yeah, I'm running out. I need more screens. It's amazing. I have to say that. All good. Oh, thanks, Simon. It's weird. It shows 0 views. I wonder why it does that. That's weird. All right. Are we open yet? We got the opening bell. Here it comes. Oh, it's hot. Well, down all night, I'd expect a ripping open. Right? Business as usual. Take it down. Bait retail to sell it. There we go. Now they're showing up. Okay. So, should we start here at 9:31? I'd give a little more minute. Okay. There we go. Let's get the first 5-minute backwash out of the way. And then we'll get it rolling. And of course, straight up, as you'd expect, right? So that's easy to expect. Been down hard all night. What do we know? Whales do not sell at lows. So if the intention is to take it down today, hey, Art. All right, I guess we'll start here. Okay, start recording now. Let's get disclaimer. Does that do it? Have I disclaimed? For educational purposes, warning on my stream. What's a weird? Okay, let's go ahead and start recording. Okay, there we go. Everybody's good. All right, now let's hide the image. And I guess I got to get me on here. All right, there we go. I'm going to bring this down because it looks weird when I'm always looking up to you guys. All right, let's bring this down here so I can see in the chat. All right, that's weird too. I need more screens. God, 6 is not enough. I literally need 2 more. I can't see the Discord here, so let's push this over here just a second. I know that freaks out the. Hang on. Move this around. Let's go over here. Okay, that I think works. So I'll hide the Discord. All right, now you guys should have. Yeah, I think we're working. All right, now I'm not looking up, which is always kind of weird. All right, I've got a little. Oh, I've got 3 or 4 different things here to show. We're going to look at some Renko because that's kind of come back into fashion. We've got a guest coming in. Many of you guys know Skeff. He goes by Skeff, right? He's a bass player. He'll be sitting in on Thursday, and several of you guys have been noticing some of his posts, and he's done a couple of things with the devil bands, and he's a Renko trader, and it's funny. We have so many indicators now, it gets hard to keep track of everything, right? So the very first indicators we did, hang on, I gotta mute that. The very first indicators we did were Renko-based indicators, but we've done so many since then, I feel like we're coming back around full circle. It's not that one's better than the other. It's just we continue to create new tools, and it's easy to forget about some of your early creations. Hey, Jamie, Steven, everybody. All right, Art. Okay, good guys. All right, so what are you looking at? You've got ES. All right, so no, that's NQ. So we'll trade. I got a 1 minute over here. Oh, let me switch this. For some reason, I don't know what's going on with this particular one, but the reset is fucking up. I don't want that. Let's go. So we're going to trade micros, but for some reason I got a weird, it won't reset this. All right, and I don't want a 1 minute. I want, what do I want here? Oh, let's do a 1 minute, I guess. I don't know why it's doing that. What do I got here? And here I want a 2000 tick. So let's go to it. Geez, I thought I had this ready to go. I had to change everything to micros. All right, we'll give it a minute here and we'll just do a quick review. So I don't think I need this anymore. So I can bring this down and I can bring this down here. Okay, there we go. Okay, guys, I'll get there. These things are actually hard to do. It's hard to get rolling and get this ready to rip at the open. Okay, new order flow delta candles, which we are liking, right? I'm assuming many of you may have looked at the video if you're curious, right? Whenever we release something new. What the difference is, because many people look at this and go, well, wait a minute, how is that different than cum delta? And just I emphasize it in the video for any of you that have not seen it. Cum delta is cumulative, right? So each candle is related to the previous candle. Here, every candle we reset at 0. So you're getting a true measure of the delta of that candle, like you would with a footprint chart. Thus, well, we've changed the name to order flow because I think here I'm a footprint. So why we thought, initially, it's a footprint order flow because it kind of is. But then thinking was, well, if somebody doesn't have a footprint chart, they're going to think that's not for them. And that's not the case. All right, so let's do a quick review of where we are here. Just a little market structure, just some basics. Not much question. I mean, how nicely is that order block framing that? Can you script that any better? So here's something I've been, just back and forth a little testing. Normally the default here is 1. I've been changing this to 2. Yeah. So here, this is a good example here, actually. Right. So is this a trend change? Well, turns out not, right? So the idea being we get a break of this structure here, but we don't get confirm with the second low. Now, Erwin and I, we kind of go back and forth on this. I think he prefers the single break. I don't know that one is necessarily better than the other. I'm just kind of testing it to see if we go with a second break to confirm the trend change. So if you get you break the structure here, we would need a break of this low to confirm the downtrend. So here it turns out to be just a change of character. And if you're sitting right here, oh shit, it's not gonna let me go that far. If you're sitting right here now, does that look like a trend change? I know, right after the fact. So that's really probably more change of character. So if we're going to come down here, I've got beautiful, big, fat, juicy. I mean, this is a textbook order block, right? So we've got, look, I get order block, fair value gap, then I got order block again, fair value gap. So the strength of the order block is often a function of what follows it, right? So the displacement here is that's known, right? So we're displacing certainly the shorts got their asses displaced there. So thus making this all the stronger because of the displacement that followed it. And here, a couple of these are good examples. With the break, you see the displacement, and this is a 4 hour. So the implication is that when you see these big displacements, that means institutions are involved. So if we're coming down, 4140 is almost mandatory, right? I mean, to be looking there, if we're going to come down that far, how could you not look there? But currently, trend is still up, right? So here's 2 breaks in a row, right? Here's 1 all the way back down, 2. Here's the strong low. All right, so let's take that thinking, right? We know the trend is up. Now look at the 15 minute. Let me just double check because I've changed these. Yes, so that's on a 2. So here's the first break of structure right here. Now to confirm that, just to be clear about this, right? So with any break of structure, we're anticipating a retrace. That's the whole key to this theory, really. The break of structure, if we go up, we now have to come back and break this low to confirm that we have now a lower high that leads to a lower low. I know you will all be shocked by this. Here we sit bouncing off a golden zone. I know. Who would have thunk it? Right, it's literally splitting the golden zone. So trend is down here on the 15. So we have a mismatch. Do I have two? Do I have two? Son of a bitch. Hang on a second. Yeah, I got two. Let's make sure I got that right. Where's my second? Where's my? There we go. Oh, it's here. Okay, one, all the way back up. We don't break the strong high, then we break this. So here's one, up, two. Right. So that trend is down on the 15-minute. Oh, what do I got here? 2,000. Well, 2,000 is really a proxy for a 1 minute. If you look, for example, if you're looking at your footprint charts and you're looking at the volume in 1 minute bars, they'll be in that vicinity. I mean, some, of course, right? Some stand out beyond that. Oh, what do I got here? This is that wacky one. I do not know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. But this is classic liquidity grabs on both sides. Pretty standard opening. So here we've got trend is down. Let's just do a quick. Geez, I'm going to get there. Not much confusion about where that trend is, at least on the 2,000. Let me see if I can show you that. Oh no, I won't because it's all. My NQ. Here we go. Right. So if you're looking, let's get our footprint over. I'm going to be all over the place today. So here we opened 2,400, 2,800, 2,000, 29, right? So more volume, of course, in the open. So even on the micros, 2,000 is kind of a proxy for a 1 minute, right? Which I have here. All right. I think, if anything, yesterday was a good example of, boy, great volatility in the market, just beautiful trends. And then, boy, anyone who was trying to trade between 11, really 10:30 and 1:30, oh my God, that was just a horror show of just constant. Oh, there were no trends established. To get 2 bars in a row going the same direction was rare. So anything to do here? Well, on the ES, right, not much to do. We're sitting smack dab in the middle. Trend is down. You just start to read in here. These are, the color coding is worth noting. Like, okay, well, here that's on the extreme, on the extreme, on the extreme. I mean, that's a pretty good push off the open, which is, of course, right? Of course, nothing's 100%. But if we've been down that hard all night, my first thought is we're going higher. See, there has to be news to drive it, right? Remember, the market always wants to go up. Always. That will never change, right? So the natural float of the market is higher. So you got to keep that in mind. If it's going down, there has to be a very good reason for it. Excuse me. God damn it. Really bad time of year for an allergy sufferer. All right, let's see if we got anything to think about here. Bring that over here. Let's get what do I have on here? Jeez, I don't feel like I'm organized here, but Ninja crashed on me yesterday. I got a little sideways by that. All right, so if we're coming back up here on a 2,000, McGinley is always a good reference. Let's see if I can get these side by side. So these don't change enough to where it's okay. If we've got two, the trend is down on the 15. We're looking for this to come down. We need this to get on the other side of it. Let me push this up here. Jesus, I need more screens. Okay, and then here, let's get this down just to bring back an old friend we haven't seen for a while. All right, I used to always call this power trios. Now I put this on here. I was kind of curious because I always used to use up down to get some look into what was happening here. So, where's a good example? Like right here, right? So whenever I see that wick, there was an effort. There was volume there, but they couldn't. It was up. You see it here. It's down volume, right? But you left that wick. So with our Renkos, with our two wicks are very important. So I would do something like that, right? And just wick that off because there was an effort here by bulls to push it, but they were overcome. Now this, again, I saw like 4 or 5 orders come through for these yesterday. It's interesting. So these are our devil bands, which is basically, it's an ATR band. So this is one ATR. Now, some of you guys saw Skeff did a couple of videos yesterday where he's using 2 ATR. I'll let him talk about that. I always did it 1 ATR. So when we're breaking beyond 1 ATR and we've got the colors are right? Blue, red, right? So anything, the lighter blue and the pink, this is transition. So transition is, should draw your eye to it. Like we're doing right here. Now we've got, what do we got? Flash PMI. Oh, fuck, I can't even see it, right? So whatever, we've got something hitting here at 9:45. Well, yeah, there we go. So there's that's the good news, bad news with Renko, right? So part of what you're seeing here is why, given the increased volatility, I was using Renko less and less. I personally think almost impossible with NQ because it moves so fast, but we have many people, and Skeff included, who are trading it quite successfully, at a 13.4. I mean, these are big bars, big bars. So the impact of a 1 bar reversal is massive. I mean, this is seconds. This movement is within seconds. So you've got to adapt to that. If you're trading Renko, so anything that's close to any kind of a news event, I would be very cautious because it moves so fast and you can't read it. You can't react that fast. So things to be cautious of for any of you, for the Renko traders or that are kind of dabbling or, got devil bands. And, he did a couple of nice videos yesterday where, you had really solid runs, right? So really all you had to do is buy it, sell it. We have this little no trade zone is kind of interesting. So you're not trading inside the bands. That's the idea there, that you have no edge here when we get out. It's almost like getting outside of the standard deviation here. I've got edge. This is the power trio, as I always used to call it. The edge, the wicked wave, and the devil's pitch. Right? So devil's pitch is, so the theory here is that we want to try and get these moments where they're all in alignment, like right here. Right? Everybody's green, or right here, right here. Now everybody's going red. Now, ideally, with the wicked wave, you want to be below, just like an RSI, you want to be below the average. But if you wait for that, you can be a little bit late to the party. So here you see it's starting to go down, but we don't cross the average till here. It's just like an RSI. But now look at the volume here, because we know why, right? Because that happens so fast. So this can barely record the delta because it's moving so fast. Just an awareness you have to have if you're trading Renko is that it's going to move, right? So now I always go off of the middle. This same thing, this is a proxy for a 1 minute. I'm assuming you guys know this. Let's see, have we got any questions here, right? So what we're trying to do here, based on the volatility, is approximate a 1 minute. So the 7.2 is kind of the most common that you'll see on the NQ or the the ES or the MES. Get this. Hang on a second. So here's a good look at it, right? So So this is kind of why you don't trade news, right? Are we going up? Are we going down? What right? Sweep. You stay away from that, right? It's untradable, right? Only the high frequency traders can deal with that, right? We can't. You just have to step aside. All right, let's see if we can read anything here. Well, that's interesting. Targets being hit. I think this is such a huge bar. I think you got to let the backwash off of that, if you will, kind of resolve itself. All right, are we going up? Are we going up off of the news, or is this just running the liquidity here and the liquidity here? So stop. Anyone who was in the market for that is a fool, but they've been blown out on both sides. Oh, what do I got over here? Okay, so remember, it will always, forever and ever want to go higher, right? So always think about that when you're going short. You for the most part, in terms of natural ebb and flow of the market, you're on the wrong side. So there better be a damn good reason for it. Some people beg to differ with me on that, but after 30 years, I can tell you the market wants to go up. Well, look at the history of the stock market. right, so a little push here, but I wouldn't right into a golden zone myself right now. I'm a little conservative here. So we're right in between two golden zones. Pushing towards VWAP doesn't make me want what edge here. So would you want to short that? No. Now when you get here, you can't even see the news. Right? It happens so fast you can't see it. Here it is. Right into a golden zone, a little divergence. What have I got over here? I gotta get somewhere where I can execute. Well, okay. Yeah, that's it. I got a 2 there. Okay, with Renko, one of the keys that we're looking for is the bounce in the river, right? That middle line bounce, and then when we contract here, so obviously coming out of a squeeze. Oh, here, let me see if I can make this easier to spot. This is what you're looking for. This kind of we go in the river, out of the river. That's not a great example here. Here, this is a decent one where we're in, we're out, but we didn't get outside of one ATR. Or these kind of moves where we ping from out back to the center line and then carry on, but I wouldn't buy right into a golden zone. If anything, if you guys were watching on this lower time frame, it was micro GZs were just blocking both sides, right? That's why you couldn't get a trend. Well, at least yesterday, you couldn't get a trend to establish because the micros were just blocking everything, which is why you don't ever want to assume they're going to break. It's just foolish, right? Maybe it breaks. But again, if you take the trade and you get stopped out, then you're back here, going, God, I'm a dumbass. Why would I trade right into a golden zone? Think about what kind of psychological damage that would do, right? You're just taking a flyer. Oh, now is it going to hold? Well, it trend's up. Do I want to buy it? Do I want to sell it? I don't think I want to do anything. If the trend's going to stay up, I want to see this retrace. Right? My view is the only way to be, an important concept to consider is establish the trend, retrace, right? Market likes to move in threes. This is like a second entry, right? So you're constantly looking for the threes. Now this is just, what are you going to call this, right? Just crazy time. Here, that's decent, right? That's a good example of it. I have our trend line indicator on there as well. All right, so what happens, right? Did you want to buy right into that golden zone? Again, it's they break. Of course, they break on every level, but if you buy right into it, you just feel like a dumbass, right? It's staring you right in the face. Oh shit! Well, why would I buy into that? Okay, if this is the trend and we're going to retrace, I'm interested down here. What do I got up here? I got so much shit open. I can't remember what I've got. Okay, so there's my 1 minute coming back down. Let's see if we can get a Renko trade to fire here. Right in the middle. So literally, now that's wick going through 65, but essentially you call that a hold. So not quite to the 50. I was trying to see if there was a big enough difference here to support this idea. Okay, so now you can see the measured move indicator is confirming this as a pivot. Now here's the 50, so it's going to take a big push to get that back up and out, right? Everything's pushing down, so to turn that around, you got to turn the ship around. This is going to have a target down here, right? Oh shit, down here, right? It's a fairly big one. You can always tell how big of a golden zone it is, or a measured move, by the distance between the 50 and the GZ. Right, it looks like might be a 50 there as well. Yeah, there is. There's the 50 and there's the golden zone above it. So you tagged, look at that tag. Another thing I will tend to do, right, is when I get those, come here, when I get those pivots. Okay, there's my resistance. Where's my support? All right, so here's the range I'm in. Okay, now we're coming down. We went up to VWAP, 50, golden zone. We want to buy that. We're buying right into the resistance. There's a golden zone right there. I don't want to assume anything until I see that break. This is all coming down. Now, if we start to get another kind of a key piece, gosh, it's been a while since I traded this. the chop zone in the wicked wave, right? When we're here, right? Look here, and then what we're trying to identify down here is, oh, that's a no trade zone, and by the way, it's a squeeze, right? So coming out of that chop. Okay, I have a 3 in there. I've got a couple of 3s, right? And they will continue. Each one's a 3, right? So here's a 3, and then here's a 3. And then is this another 3? Well, you're gonna have to blow right through that. Now, if we can't get over, that's potentially a short. Now that's a continuation signal there, but do you want to buy right into the? So I wouldn't buy right into that resistance. Right into VWAP. Let's see here. We want to get a trade off. Now that's potentially a better short, but there's nothing here saying short it. There's decent examples here. This is the kind of trade you're looking for, right? We get a swing, a retrace. We don't break through, and here, if you break through, it's very subtle, or you get a little divergence like you did here, and then trend continues, right? It's a big 3. But note the consolidation, right? Where we go from light blue and pink, and then we carry on with the red, right? That's what you're looking for here. Now, we could carry on with the blue here, but we're gonna have to break that golden zone, break through VWAP. There's another one up here, right? You know, they say, what did they say? Day traders are afraid of heights because there's always resistance above. Well, yeah, that's true. Out of a squeeze. Oh shit, right? I'm kind of giving up some screen real estate. I wanted to kind of see how these lined up with each other, right? Just up volume, down volume, relative to delta volume. Continue. So you got mixed signals here. Oh, you know, this fucking debt issue is going to paralyze the market. It could be, right? So no telling what to expect here. I wouldn't buy that. If anything, I'd be looking to sell it, right? But this is not suggesting, right? So I have mixed signals here. Oh, how about the footprint? What do we got up here? I got NQ on that side. Try not to do just ES. But I think if I put NQ on, the bars are so fucking big. You know, 13.4, 21.5. I mean, monster bars. Right? You can't. The risk control is tricky. It's not that you can't do it, right? You can still put the same amount of risk on your ATM. It's just a little trickier. All right, let's get this down here. See if there's any insight here. We know we got, talk about trap traders. Oh my God, did they get crushed? If anything here, I'd be looking to sell this. But all of this says no, right? Remember, we want everybody, the power trio, to be all playing the same song, right? So everybody's got to be up, green, 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 right? Everybody's got to be playing the same tune. Here, okay, there we go. Now we're in a squeeze though. So I try to avoid trading into a squeeze. The other thing, these pivots here, I promise you the market will respond to that. Squeeze. What's the point of the emphasis on the squeeze, right? You should always pay attention to a squeeze because of one of the truths in the market is from contraction comes expansion, right? We saw that yesterday. All that contraction finally got some expansion. So one of the things I like about the devil bench is you get this no trade zone, right? So anywhere in here, heads I buy, tails I sell, you're just flipping a coin. There's a little 3 in there. It's tempting. You see, right? One thing about Renko, you really see the 3s clearly, right? So there's the little 3, right? So second entry long would be the thinking here. If you're in a squeeze, all of this is red, right? So you're, if anything, so the squeeze is kind of blocking you here. It's a big push. I have to change these colors, right? I forgot I've got the same colors here. Need that squeeze to come out. I have no market structure. The market structure is not as, I would not apply market structure to a Renko chart. I would use the support and resistance, which you see I have here. Now this wants to go. I'm still in a squeeze. Nice little 3, so you got a potential second entry there. What do we got? What do we got? Art Van LA, 41.91, nice support, but 41.91 right here. We got that support, but news now. What do we got? My news indicator should be giving me a strike. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's the news. I'm just trying to stay out of that right now. It's, again, this is kind of a good example. Watch how fast these change. What was the news? I gotta look over here. Oh, it's got to be a low. All right. Oh, come on. Shit. So tag VWAP, we got a no interest reversal there. Come on. Do we have news? What the hell do we have? I didn't see any news there. New home sales. Okay, thanks. I did not see. It's not on my list, and I've got all of them. But maybe we don't get that one. Okay. You're kind of neutral on the tick, right? Tick, of course, just as effective here. Renko. Do you see the mismatch here? This is saying down, but the trend is up. You're right at the. Let's get that out of there. It's tempting. Here's the measured move. Keep an eye over here on NQ, MNQ. Trend is up, right? So potentially, right? You want to see that again. You know, it's one of the things that's hard about a live stream, right? You don't want to bore people to death. You want to trade, but I try not to take trades just so that anyone watching isn't bored, right? This is kind of stupid. Any advantage here? Where am I? Footprint. Well, let's see. Let's look at it over here. Down. 2000 tick. This is probably my go-to, right, where I'm most comfortable. Again, very, very, very similar to a 1 minute, maybe a 90-second, right? Sometimes it's too much, sometimes too little. This is a bit of a. It's kind of a problem. Let's do wick. Strong high. I feel like that's not working. There we go. Volume profile takes a little time to reset. Okay, divergence. It's not really. Swing, retrace. Like it better up here. I mean, how do we ignore this? We can't, right? Oh, probably pretty good looking order block right here. But it's not. Well, you did have displacement here. It's already been tested, right? So you see this, right? That fair value gap, right? We got it here. Let's go this down to 1. At the McGinley, so you're at your key entry, you know, for the idea of a second entry. Okay, 1. You don't really, this kind of fucked us up here, this big wick. That's the change of character. Any clues over here? Literally right smack dab in the middle of the no trade zone, right? If you put any stock in that, that's no trade. NQ is in a giant squeeze. It's not a great channel here. This is so this all of this. So you could look at it this way. This with its bring our price action. Here's the break and then the new extreme. So as we come back up here, it's pretty good. Over here, do we want to? Oh God, fucking curse the live stream. So I got a 50 in a golden zone down here. Shows more prominently over here. Right, if anything, it's buy, but right again, everybody's got to be singing the same song, right? All red. Right. So do we want to buy into that? Or I'd want to see this turn. Maybe I'm too conservative on a live stream. Let's look over here. The only difference here, I have this color coded to above below the Gann high low, which is essentially that's a 21 EMA, and the only difference here is I've got the squeeze wrapped around it. So if I don't have a squeeze below, now here I've got cum delta, to kind of show you the difference. So if we retrace a little bit here into that order block, that's a potential play here. Everybody's going up. I don't like to sell into a bar that's going up necessarily. So now I got a little bit of a ball breaker, right? Order block. Golden zone. Fuck. It's a little dicey. Trust me, guys, I want to put a trade on.
Order filled.
Let's get one off that order block there. On the NQ, go for that lower golden zone. Okay, so I'm going to leave it right there. And now that order block may bounce on that order block. All right, so I went off of this retest as we started to come down. Tight stop. NQ, I'm very, very tight on my stops, right? It moves so fast, right? So now we got to break this, it's a little bit of a cock block here. I go to break even quickly in the NQ because it's so volatile. I would much rather take it a small loser and then re-enter if I like it. Now it's got to, you can see what's happening here, right? That's the trade-off, right? Especially early in the day before we've got any trends established. Lower one's going to hold it. It's just algo ping pong.
Stop filled.
Yeah, we got it. Right, this one holds it. $11. Now back-to-back order blocks, so you'd have to give the advantage to the bulls here with back-to-back. But I would wait until that crosses. Yes. Early in the day, you can. One thing I've learned over many years of doing this is, if you get in trouble early in the day, I tend to be much more conservative early in the day, because if you get in trouble in the first hour of the day, you spend the rest of the day just trying to get back to zero or get positive. So I'm really selective in the morning. I'm like, live stream, right? You're looking for trades. That's probably me taking a trade just to do something. I'm trying to stay with this theme here, since I know, I think I told you guys, Skeff's going to come on Thursday and sit in with me and show you how he uses these. He had a great morning yesterday. Okay, again, we're looking for the same song. I do not have the same song. If anything, I've got. I wanted to short that NQ again, but we're going up. Okay. Tiger VWAP. Let's just take a quick peek at the 15-minute here. Good here. We got this. We're going to run into that. Trend is down, so we're kind of looking for shorts. Here's the last break of structure. The correction is what you're anticipating. Here's the break of structure, so we're looking for that. Here's the 50 all the way back. So this would be the pre-market mid would be a good spot. So you at least looking at the range, you'd be selling in the premium. Lined out pretty solidly here. So one more push up. Let's see here. You'd be expecting a push, right? If we're going to carry on here to break that high, come right into this order block. What do I got up here? That's MNQ. Where is push you up here? MNQ. All right, where's the? Okay, here we go. And these live streams are not that easy to do. It's hard to teach and trade at the same time, I'm going to confess. Neutral tick. There's no advantage here, so it's kind of a crapshoot early in the day. No trend established. Oh. I think we've had any change over here. Okay, so this is pretty good kickback. There's the order block we're hoping we can play. I refine that a little bit. Right at the 50. Looks like that's already reacted. Break of structure, we're anticipating the retrace, right? That's the whole point of it. First break of structure, okay, come on back, get me into the discount, or in this case, the premium. The trend is down, right, because of the two breaks of structure, this one and this one. Went to a low volume node, interesting, right? Wanted it a little higher. All right. Let's bring this bad boy back here in that no trade zone, and then we're just kind of big push here, right, on the push for the delta. Oh, come on, give me something. And Q is right at a golden zone, so I don't want to do anything there. Once it breaks, let's assume it holds. Right at this golden zone, so we see right where we are. And that's what the algo sees. Right, we pinged it a 50. Now here's the next micro. It's not, it doesn't say buy me. Right, you can be picky. You should be picky, right? I think the better you get and the more experience you get, the fewer trades you take, because you're picky about them. It's easy to just fucking plow into the market and say, oh, let's try that, right? But then it's not repeatable. You're like, oh, shit, I had a good day. Why? Oh, well, the trends were going, right? I had sustained trends. Well, that makes it easy for everybody. Okay. All right. Looking a little bit better here, but again, we're still dealing with this. That's what it's dealing with. Right now, if you break it, you're coming down to the 50. Here's where the fair value gaps are. There's the order block. So you look at it and you go, oh, I want to short it. Well, okay, how much room do you have? You're at the order block. That right, in theory, right, there should be some support here. You broke the golden zone, so now it's the 50. But you'd be selling right into that order block, right? So I wouldn't. So if I did it, it would be just for live stream entertainment. It's just really not the goal here to be entertaining. I try to be educational. All right, let's look on the 1 minute and get any look here. Okay. Internal low, right? Trend is down. $50 golden zone. Q is a huge order block on the 1350. I don't like that. Truth is, I really like it up here. Consider that worth waiting for. So if we can come back here and then push up again. Oh, let's get that off here. All right, guys, I'm gonna find a trade sooner or later. Right at the so would you? Right, look how fast that goes. Right, so you got to be careful with Renkos. You know, you get four. Let's be sure everybody understands. Hang on a second. No, can't take that call. You guys do. Let's be sure. There's some questions. So we had some comments yesterday. Now we're going pretty hard. Okay, we're into that golden zone. Hang on. Something just popped. Okay. So what do we want here now? I often talk about this. I want to visualize, right? I want this, right? That's what I want. Now, can I get it? I like a little push outside, return, right? For watching the edge, I want to return to the river and then not get across, right? So like this, right? We don't get across, right? So here, do you see that? It's good divergence here. I'm trying to show some examples of when this is effective, right? So this is what I'm always looking for, right? That, right? Can't get across the river. So really, this was a better looking trade. Okay, here we go. Right, so this is where we get a new bar, right? So we give you that little handle there. So where's my
order filled?
Let's take that one right off of that pivot. All right, need a down candle, or this is going to blow up real quick. It's not, right? It's not about the money, the micros, right? It's about, okay, would this be repeatable?
Stop filled.
Let's try that again. So let's try it.
Order submitted.
I don't want this going across. Market always wants to go up. A 50 in a golden zone. So looking for that to not if it gets on the other side here, not as interested. All right, so I'm gonna,
order canceled.
Too much. Now going green into a cluster of golden zones. Too much. All right, so market, there's a little bit of a trend developing. Okay, so now if we're going to go this direction, right, remember this is what we're looking for up here. If we're going to do it this way, fine with me, right? We're going to do it this way, fine. I'm off to a great start here. 2. I don't want to hold. Everybody's green here. Oh, let's keep it at a 1 just to see if we can get a decent entry. We're kind of in the chops on here.
Order submitted.
So it's going to buy up. This shows you where the framing would be, although that would be just on the other side of that 65. So that's going to need some legs to get through that.
Order canceled.
We're in a big. You can see this get blue here. Right at that. Let's see where we're pivot. And it's just not like golden zone. It's just non-stop. This is the one we're hoping to get. NQ's in a huge supply zone. Oh, if I can get one there, I will. You know, would we have a lot of room here? You're trying to get it up that way. You're still in the chop zone. Take note of that. Right? This, anywhere in here, you don't see it as much. Now, I'm trying to do this. It's completely contained by two golden zones. Very, very common. Very common. All right, God, give me a trade somewhere. We'd have to break down below that. I mean, what would you guys do there? I think that's just, there is no trade there. Clear, here was the big push to try and get up. Here's all the rollover. Still trying to break. It's trying to get up here. That would be the premium. And Q is... Oh, come on, give me something. Better over here. All right, some weakness showing up here. There are the two golden zones, right? So again, there's a little bit of, I feel like I need to make a trade for you guys, but I wouldn't take that, right? If it wasn't just me. And he's right back to the McGinley. Oh, come on. I'm gonna blow up. All right, let's see here.
Order filled.
All right, that's a little bit for your benefit. Let's see if we can get that to follow. The effort there to break it. Hang on. I'll bring this over in a second. Okay, there we go. So there's the break. All right, this is what it is. Launching over here. All right, so let's bring you down here. Let's go to break even. That's what I would do. Right? NQ is so fucking volatile. I go to break even as fast as if I get a little bit ahead, I'm quick to go there. Just looking for a push to the golden zone. A lot of support down here. Very good.
Stop filled.
You know, this kind of reminds me of yesterday, right? There's just very little follow through. But a scratch is a scratch. Nothing to cry about. Let's try to go back the other direction. Well, this is going nowhere until that breaks. We could stay like this, I mean, until we get through this debt resolution. It could be. The market seems pretty damn convinced. Hang on a second. Just right into another fucking golden zone. Right? Same thing. Exact same fucking thing, right? you got to be patient, right? So I know, I don't want you guys to be bored, but I would not trade either of these, right? We're right between two golden zones, right? There's not enough room to I mean, now maybe if you're on full size, right, you could scalp something, but even still, what's the, okay, you got more negative here, but do you want to sell it right into a 50 in a golden zone? I don't. Oh, come here. Both of them right between two of them. You know, if you try and trade in this, you end up, you're 2, 3, 4, but depending on your size, you're in trouble, and you're just trading because you're like, well, I got to trade something. And I'm telling you, I've waited until 3 o'clock some days before I saw something I liked. So I have to kind of resist the feeling the need to trade for you guys. All right, let's see how it deals with it. This would be a 3. We're in the chop zone, but everybody's green here. I just wouldn't buy that. I just wouldn't. MES is at the same spot, right? So they're both trying to break here. Let's see if we can get that to break with some strength. Better, right? Now, okay, so that's better. One thing to be careful of is when it breaks, right? Again, this is just from watching this for many years. It's not like, oh, it broke, I want to buy it here, because often that's where the retrace will come. And even if it gets a little further, you kind of want this. That's what you want. So you're not caught in that, because who's buying there? Right? It's likely that's retail. All right, if we can get a little push.
Order filled.
Yep. Couple off of that. That's a little bit of live stream pressure, to be honest. All right, everybody's going the same direction, but we are still in the chop zone. So it's not my favorite trade I've ever taken. I'll hold that here. Or just the width of the live stream. So if that kicks back, right, we'll know why. It would be a big push to get through. But here's an effort, and the divergence is not ideal, but we were three extremes here. Good sign, right? The bulls are pushing. The volume is not huge. Can we get to the next pivot? Let's see if we can get through that. All right, so it's full size. That's a more meaningful trade, right? For micros, you can't scalp with micros, but you can practice. So we're outside of the no trade zone, but right in here's all the volume, right? And we're right where we want to be careful. Can't say I love it. It's gonna take a big push to get through that. I do not like it. And we're right in the. All right, but at least we popped out, right? So it's gonna, if some volume comes in here, they could move. This would surprise me actually if we get through here. Flat here on the volume.
Order filled.
I'm trading just for your benefit. I would not take that trade under normal conditions. If anything, it's a short, right? Why do I say that? Remember, everything is in with Renko, right? We're looking for 3s, right? And that did not make the, right? But it would be counter to whatever I see below, right? So we did not make the measured move target. Somewhat surprising. Oh, come on. A lot like yesterday. Forcing trades was just a waste. Waste of money. Okay, right. And here comes, they're at the big golden zone, right? So here we are at a fair value gap, right? So, okay, you want to sell into that? If anything, you might be looking to buy it. Let's see if it holds. There's an effort. You could Well, let's get an up close here. Where are they? Fading. Very low risk entry, I will say that.
Order filled.
Right, so that's not, when I can do that, right, where I'm risking so little, do it again. That's very much a live stream trade. I could call them live stream trades. But it's so low risk. All right, you know, if I gotta put something on. I don't think that survives either, actually. Because we don't have a trend, right? This is just algo ping pong today. I don't think that survives, actually. No, that's not going to survive.
Stop filled.
No. And I'll take a $5 loser. Okay, let's see. Hang on a second. Now we're right in that fair value gap. Jesus Christ.
Order filled.
Okay, let's try it again. Can we get some follow through, please? Down it. There's a lot of live stream trading. I'm going to go quickly to that. Come on, a little follow through. Better. There's a fair value gap right below it. I'm going to tighten up. That's what I would do if it was full size. Here we go. Let me get so you guys can see it here. All right, so got a lot of selling pressure here, but here's another fair value gap. I may be overly ambitious there. If this is full size, I'd be right here. So might as well mimic what I would do in a full size. I have very low tolerance for risk with NQ because it's so skittish. I might be going for too much. That's the week low. Let's make that our target. Ugh, I doubt it. So bang the fair value gap, you're likely to get a bounce there. And that's the low. Son of a bitch.
Order filled.
Right. We're coming right. So why do that? Because there's the pivot is right next to it. Right here. Which has a fair value gap. Big size. That is a very big demand zone down here. So you're pushing your luck to stay too long in that. But if we retrace, I'd go again. Right. So looking at it. Oh, come here. All right, so bangs right at the fair value gap, right at the prior pivot, right? That's why you don't, you guys hear me talk about that a lot. I don't want to enter at pivots ever, right? Because it's just you're just liquidity bait. Now I will take it short coming into that, but I got to be trailing a stop before I would. So right at the fair value gap, it's sitting there, right? So it's banged off of that twice. Here's why. Okay, here's the retrace. Got out. That was the right time to get out. So look at the day. I don't know. If any of you guys trading, making money, if you can make money in this, I'd be very impressed with that. That's a 1350. So what do we have here is just a giant trading range. So if anything, you want to sell above and buy below. So look here, I got a gigantic supply zone and a gigantic demand zone. I'm making this a tough day for a live stream. Okay, what are we doing here? Can't seem to break that. Sometimes this makes it a little easier to see. Our bias is down, trend is down, coming into a golden zone. We're going to flip here. Neutral here. MES in that same range, just between those two golden zones. Okay, so let's see how we handle that. It's the internal swing high. This would be a very low risk short, right? Everything is screaming higher. Oh, let's get that off, right? I know that's hard to. So you could look at it this way. Here's the range we're in. Don't really have much of a wick up there. Like that. Note where it is, right at the golden zone. When these are crossing over, it's a coin flip. If anything, you'd sell this just on the assumption that because we're below the 21 at that golden zone, now we just broke the. All this is telling you that you've broken the high of the last 21 candles. All right, we're going to break that. Well, there's room. There's not a lot of room. Oh, we got this. I can't even see it. 33 ticks. See if we can get on the other side of that. You don't want to take the break. You want to take the retrace. You see, we're right in the middle of the volatility bands, right around the RSI. That's all it is. It's just showing you the volatility. One shark fin, right? That was decent. Good one over here. Maybe if that rolls over. Oh.
Order filled.
Let's take that. See if we can get something to roll. All right, so this would be reasonable targets here. The weak lows, can't give that. Okay, so we crossed over, so coming out of that, okay, maybe. It's a little farther, I'd start tightening. Especially on a day like this where we have no trend. It's too soon to move it. Okay, you'd like to see the RSI go red. Now look where we are. We're coming right in that golden zone. So if it's full size, I'd tighten. We need continuation. I doubt we're going to get it with this price action. There's a big trade just hit. Well, so this can be handy, right? Big trades. Now, so some size has just come in here. We don't know which way that's going, and it's got to clear that golden zone, right? So that's the motherfucker, right? So look where it bounces. Which is why you're on a day like this, you got to be quick to tighten because you don't know where that's going to bounce. Now, can we get through? That's a big if. Let's see if we can, right? You can literally see the algo. You can see it happening. You see it? Literally, you're watching the algo in action right there. If I just stop me out. But it's a scratch.
Stop
right,
fill.
so that's why when it's doing this, you're better to grab a cup of coffee, right? There's just no trend here. We're just ping-ponging from one golden zone to the next. All right, so would you buy it? Would you buy it with knowing that you got another one right here? I mean, why? Right? There's no trading here that's decent. No trend. So all you got is scalps, and you can't scalp with micros. So we're a little fucked here for this live stream. Almost identical to yesterday. At some point today, I'd suspect that a trend will show up. It was most of the day yesterday before anything showed up. Flatlining. Fuck, man. I gotta find something that's moving. What's moving? Crude? Maybe. Let's get back to this. We still have this target up here. A little 3. All right, we're always looking for 3s. A little 3 in that. Let's get these out of here. At the prior resistance, right? We know it's resistance because of that wick, right? It takes you see here, it takes selling volume here to create the wick. You got to flip that thing around. To flip a Renko is not so easy. Here we go. the whole idea is to get a short up here. Trying. They're still light blue. Little divergence. Oh man, I swear to God, the curse of the line string is very real. Okay, let's see what we get there. And Q is up in this big, juicy supply zone up here, kind of the same idea. Potentially opportunity up there. Okay, so let's get perspective. Why are we looking up here? It's 1040, so this would be the first test of the IB high. Interesting. Right? So we'd have first test right at that. Now that's not a micro trade, but we could a little experimenting with it. Just in a second, I'll show you this. This gives you a different look at it. Right here, right. Boy, is this juicy right here. If we've got fair value gaps, a massive cluster of golden zones, and where we would that 50 right there is where we enter the premium zone. All right, big push to get there. This looks so much like yesterday. We just tagged VWAP over here. So here's tagging VWAP. Everybody's singing a bull song. Q maybe. Little rotation to get there, but the drift is higher. That's what we want right there. Let's see if we can nail that button right there. All right, what's up? It's so far back I can't even see what it is. These are, my point being, these little dots. Don't ignore those. All right, we didn't quite get to our zone up here. Any better here? All right, we need the choir's all got to be singing the same song. We're in the chop zone. Rotation, if we get down here, we don't cross over. That would be a potential long. Let's get that. We did break that. Oof, right, look at this, right to VWAP. VWAP to the tick. Another great trading day or morning. Oh, come on, give us one. Q starting to head south. And Q is in a squeeze. At least on the 1350 in a squeeze. Let's see. I'm looking for 4204 Art Vandelay. One rotation down. 4204. Well, that's what I'm looking for, Art Vandelay. I'm looking for the exact same thing. 4204, right into the premium. Then Q's in a squeeze, so I don't want to touch that at the moment. Come on, come here. Squeeze, 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 right? Squeeze, squeezy. Golden zone, golden zone. And you gotta pick your spots. Trading just to trade usually doesn't work out well. Now a little retrace here. This could be interesting here, NQ. If we don't get a big monster candle here coming back into that golden zone here. So this is a good example, right? So here's the pivot, fair value gap coming out of a golden zone. Let's see how we do here. Right to the golden zone. Now that's not a sell me candle, so that's, especially in the NQ, I wouldn't sell that. Am I too conservative for you guys? That might be. We're still at a 7.2. That's definitely not a sell me candle. And a big push. Look where the value area is, and I got a stacked imbalance at the low. You'd be making the anticipation that you're going to break all of that and then break that golden zone, so maybe a scalp. No trade zone. Come on, give me something. Now, right, so if we hold here and we go back out, maybe make a run at that. This target has not been hit. Oh, yes, it has. Pardon me. It has. This is an IB. So if you can see that, this golden zone got to target right here, right? So there's the 3 you're looking for. Oh, come on. Got to hold. Now we're in a squeeze. Now, if we come back around without crossing, I'm going to take that. Where's my MES? That's all in Q. Hang on. I'm watching the other one come out of that squeeze. Where's the tick? At least we're on the low end of 0, although that's not, you're still in the neutral zone. I want to see this turnover. We're going to have a very big negative delta bar there. Right, 942. Here's a decent example. Even in the micros, you can look at the 1200, 1800, 27, right? If you probably averaged all that out, you'd be approximately around 2000. Where is my 2000 tick? Let's see if I can get anything out of that. Still waiting. Oh, come on. Well, just looking at that, if you just think about, oh, okay, well, swing, retrace, right? Here's the 50 in the golden zone, a little bit lower. Okay, maybe you do it that way. You can kind of feel your wick rejection is not insignificant. But it's wick rejection up above and below, much like yesterday. Like look at you, that was, you had a great long and a great short, and the rest of the day completely sucked until the last bit. Kind of looks very similar here. Up, down. All right, there's something happening. All right, we're coming out of that. So are we going to get this? Fuck, it's right at the golden zone. Right there. Still in a squeeze on the. Let's see how it handles it. All right, look where we are. Can it get through that? Well, if it gets through that, then I got these two to deal with. Again, rate of heights, always resistance above. If we can come, if I can turn the other direction, can't say I love it. This feels like still in a squeeze over here. Still in a squeeze. All right, but there's the turn I was looking for. You don't want it. You don't want to buy the wick break. That's wick only. Oh, fuck. Come on, give me something here. Hey, yay. Right, NQ does not look any better. Look at the NQ, right? We're just, dude. Live streams. Fuck, there's nothing really to do there. No trade zone. Squeeze. Chop zone. Fuck. I can't get a trade. All right, let's get one. How about over here? Does that look like any sort of a trend? I propose not. Ay, ay, ay. Still squeezy. Okay. See how it handles that. Pivot. This looks like inducement, right? That would want to try and come down this. I'm watching over here, still in the squeeze. The tick's heading down. Mouse. Come out of there. Come on. Okay, here we go. Hang on. All right, a trend emerges. All right, so I'm going to try and get the retrace here, since we're now everybody's singing the same song. This is NQ. I get ES over here. Hang on. Okay, so here's the retrace. Fierce. Right, so liquidity grab. That is a break of structure, actually. So, here, let me, hang on a second. Hang on. This confirms the trend's down. Here, let me make sure I have this on. Nope, I don't. Damn it. Calculate that. Point being, now we're looking for the retrace. So here, this would be juicy right at the McGinley if we can get that. Yes, kind of the same. Just we didn't get a low. Did we get? Yeah, that's our low. All right, this is interesting here. A little bit of a push. There's the IB down here. So let's sell.
Order
down.
submitted.
Oh, let's come up a little bit. Oh, I guess. Oh, fuck.
Order canceled.
Let's go. I can't say I love it, but I might have to just take it.
Order filled.
That's yes. Looking to do the same thing. Come on, gotta break the low. Let's do it.
Order filled.
Okay. Tight risk NQ. I do not give it much. Same with the ES. Same thing. Tight. We either break or we don't, or I want to be out, right? So it's got to break that low, which is no easy task. Better sign. It's so choppy, I'd be surprised if you survive. And yeah, we'll let it run. Come on.
Stop filled.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trading just to fucking trade. I shouldn't be doing it. But I don't want to bore you guys to death, I swear to God. Same fucking thing, yes.
Order filled.
One more chance here, maybe.
Order submitted.
It's going to be golden zone here. Well, let's see, let's do this.
Order canceled. Order filled.
All right, so there's the 50. All right, came back to the fair value gap and the 50. Right now, we got to get out of rotation here to see your life. It's probably overly aggressive. Golden zones. All right, so we can see, can we clear that? Pretty good resistance up above, but I got 2 golden zones down here, so this is a little bit of a, would I have taken that? Probably not. Let's see how we deal with it. I'm going to come down here on the other side of these value areas. Right, either it breaks or it doesn't. I don't want it if it's going to kick back. Can we get to the low? Break even. Either we break or we don't.
Order filled.
Same thing over here. Tight stops. On a day like today. It's just a single micro. Yes. Motherfucker. Massive support zone down here. I mean demand zone here, so that's not surprising.
Stop filled.
Scratch. Probably the same on the, yeah.
Order filled.
Not going anywhere. This is just some shit trading, guys. I don't know much I can do about it.
Order filled.
Try again over here, since we didn't get through that 50. Neutral tick. Nothing ES really either. That's just rotation. I'm trading just to trade. I'm going to tighten that up. Come on, give me something that gives, at least goes to a target. All right, so here, just off of, we went up here, didn't get it into that fair value gap. This could be just, there's nothing this morning here. Right? So here's the weakness, reasonable target, pre-market low. You know, there's an algo down there. Got to break the open. This is a lot of, I'm gonna come down. Either breaks or it doesn't. It looks like more rotation. Yeah, that's not going down. Come on, break that low. I don't think so. This is just fucking, could I have picked a worse day? I know yesterday if I had said, let's start at 10 o'clock, that would have been worse.
Order filled.
It's not going there. I'm trying to sell in here, another scratch. That's untradeable, right? There's no edge there. It's nothing but chop. Last try here. If we break this, then any selling is over. Look where we are. Here's the push. Sideways, right? Just rotation, so there's no edge here. I've tried twice here, scratch twice. This is the reason.
Order filled.
See if we can get something to follow through. There's a reasonable target. So we got to break out of this rotation or this will just get stopped as well. It's not likely. Right, here's why that's not likely. Right, look at this big value area. You know that's going to be supported. Get a little further. Well, that's not even sitting there. No edge down here. Wishful thinking. I doubt we'll get there. It's probably gets stopped. Is there any advantage here? None. Zero.
Order filled.
Yeah, there's no trade here. I'm trading just to keep you guys from being bored, which is not a good idea. Okay, anything? Let's go to our 2000 ticks, see if we've got anything on a second entry that might be interesting. There's nothing but losers today. Still waiting for that. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this one. Little pokes, right? Just outside of 1 ATR. Very few substantial moves to really work with. Neutral. Okay, now you would, if we don't cross over, potentially you'd have a short here. Down to 3. Here's the little 3 we look for. Here's the what we're doing. Look at it this way, see what we're bumping into. Now we tried 3 times there. Oh, let's try a single here if we get a new low. I'm kind of keying off of the fair value gap here, but it's been tapped multiple times. And then, you know, if you buy it, right, you're buying right into another golden zone. Oh, what a shit day. Okay, I get discouraged. Cluster of golden zones right there. We likely stay this way until they get the deal figured out. 1350 is a pretty big, these numbers here. What a shitty live stream, I have to say. This just suck balls. Okay, so no deal here, coming into a big. Okay, MES got through that second one, so let's take these off. Okay, so maybe we get a trend going here. Okay, so if that's happening, we're now waiting for the retrace. I don't want to buy that, I want to buy the retrace. Okay, so if we come up and now we come back down. Remember, this is what we're looking for up here. For the short to be in sync with the 15-minute. We cleared this one. Okay, got some value areas climbing. So retrace would be of interest. Shit, where's my... Do a fair value gap. Hang on. We're going to get one trade. I probably should have. Now a little push. this trading range. So you can, I mean, it really shows it here. So we're contracting, so it's lower, higher, low, lower, high, higher, low, lower, high, right? Just contracting into this, so you can understand why there's really not been much to trade here. We're just in the trading range. Still, this looks like the best trade of the day up here if you could get a short in that order block. Let's push this. Let's get our back to our 15. To the tick. Do I want to buy that? No. It comes back a little bit, maybe. We're still down. Impossible. Should be better a little bit lower. So I like it here. Nobody down below. Well, it's not any better. Still lower lows, lower highs. We're still in a you're assuming that you're gonna push there.
Order filled.
Let's go. That's very much a live stream trade. Let's keep it there. All right, can I get anything to follow through? The internal highs, and there's no, ignore that. Give you just a little more room, but not much. Right value area here. 2 bars in a row is what I need here. That would be nice to see. Go in the same direction. Come on. All right, big gap here. 2-2 gap. It's got potential. I liked it a little bit better lower, but see if we can break this high. What we got happening down here? So, not a lot of gumption. Come on, give me some volume here. Come on, give me a little. Yeah, I'm gonna come up here. I don't like the look of that, right? At least I've got an exhaustion print here. It's gotta go, right? If it comes back down, I don't want it. Come on. It's better, right? We were on the. Look at the delta is so quiet, right? It's just. This likely doesn't survive. I need volume to show up here. Well, we know we got a swing high here, so we got to break that. That's good, I should say. Right, it's the internal high. We got to get through that, and then that's why that's not great, is because of what we already drew. But we have those. But look at all of that juice right there. And it's gonna be hard to get through that. You can't buy it, you can't sell it, right? So you wouldn't want to sell it right into that fair value gap, but give it a little more room since this is micros. I likely would not have done that in full size. But, another fucking stop here. Come on. That's what it's got to deal with. These guys have long been, they've long covered. The reason this is I'm uncomfortable with this is here, right? That's really where you wanted it. Let's tighten up here. I don't think that's going to survive. I'll just stay on the other side of that exhaustion print and the POC here. It's got to kick. Come on. No, I don't think that survives. Unless we get a little burst here, some size. Look how low the volume is. Now that bar's still not forming, but good moves. We're over $1,000. Now we're in the 5s and 7s. Come on. It's gotta kick, right? That's gonna be hard to get through. Let's give it a little more just because it's macros. You see this down here? I really should get out right now. Full size, I probably would. There's no reason to be in. There's no enthusiasm for this. Let's look at it. Oh no, where's the rank go? Where'd the rank go? Shit. Here it is.
Stop filled.
Stop filled.
Yeah, this is just not going to be a day we're going to get much in the morning anyway. I don't know. And if you guys making money, I'd be shocked if you are. You're scalping hardcore if you're making money today. I don't think a micro trader has had a chance to make any money. I just cannot get something to run. Okay, well maybe this gets better down here as we come, right? That's where it looked better. The low end of it. Okay, there's some better volume, but I need that up volume.
Order submitted.
Order submitted.
See if we can get that to push. Better. POCs, I got multiple continuous POCs to break.
Order filled.
Order filled.
Something happened there. What the fuck just happened there? Oh, that's not good. What the fuck just happened there? I don't know, but that makes me want to tighten. Something weird just happened. Okay, so we came down. Now we've got to pop out of here. Right? See if we can get here and get to the IB. Okay, we got the blue. We're right in that, that zone we drew where we knew we were going to have support or resistance right at this wick, right here. Okay, can we get out now and pop outside of the river? Come on, we got to get to dry land or that won't survive. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Might be a better look at it here. I came right down to that low, but the volume got better. See, we were in the 5s here, and then we started to pick up. Now, if that's going to kick, this volume has to hold here. That might be too much. It'll pause there. That's a major pivot in the market. That's the IB. Wow. Open, it'll stall there too. Oh, come on, give me some follow through somewhere, please. Something. God damn, so much like yesterday. Blue, 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 middle line. That's how you would trade it. We need this to go. We're still in the chop zone here. Where's my volume? These guys are the only thing keeping it up. Jesus Christ. Anybody making money? Shit, I can't fucking get something to go 2 bars in a row. Anybody making money? I am definitely not. To tell you the truth, if I were not live streaming, I don't think I'd have taken a single trade yet. I'm taking these trades for y'all. Not that you're learning much other than how to lose some money. Nope, it's not going to happen. I'm going to tick under this. Nope, that's too close. They'll get that.
Stop filled.
Stop filled.
If you guys are making money, I would love to see how you're doing it because I can't get anything to run. Let's get this one over here. All right, we liked it. Oh, hang on a second. Jesus, glad I'm in micros. All right, let's try again down here. This being a potential area here. Anybody making money? Anybody? Steve, you get your plus one NQ point. Are you? Snagged one whole point. God damn, well, that's better than I've done. I can't get a single trade to move 2 bars in the same direction. What do we got over here? NQ, maybe. We'll try again here. I like it. This is where I want it. All right, that's where the support is. It's going to make me chase it, which I'm not going to do. NQ, any better over here? Let's take a look. Same thing. Well, we got a little break of structure here, so the trend is down. Let me just see that I have this set. No, I don't. That's the default, which is why it keeps resetting back to 1. But I've had 2 breaks. Here's 1, 2. Trend is down, right? So, per the short-term market structure, we want to. This is the retrace. We did not take out the high, right? So this is the high. No, pardon me. This is the last high that broke structure. So potential here for this to come down. Jeez, rarely do I go without a win. Jesus fucking Christ, I can't get a win. I don't know if you guys see something that I'm not. Now, if it can. Where are you going to go? We've had 2 breaks of structure, so would be very counter trend to take this. We'd have to break this high to get the first of 2 breaks of structure. Right. I can't buy that. We're not coming out of a squeeze. That's not exactly a screaming endorsement for a long. Here's the internals. Jesus, right. Do you want to buy right into that? What is that coming from? That's from some early big action. Okay,
Order filled.
Try and get that fucker to go. Coming right out of that supply. All right, let's get that. Come on. That's a Renko. Let's see, I need ES here. So that was off of the Renko. Coming off of this. Coming out of this. That big negative delta here. We're not at the max yet. We did not crack out, right? So I'm trying to jump that a little bit. So I'm going to come down since I'm a little early on it. All right, can we get something to carry through? Well, you're right in the no trade zone, so I wouldn't add here. Target pretty low, probably a reasonable target here considering this backwash. We need a reason for this to go down. We don't really have one. All right, come on. To break, okay, so you can, the support and resistance really is cleared up by the wicks, right? So this is all, I can't say I love it. If we pop out on this side, I'm going to bail. Chop zone, this is going the wrong direction. Probably a live stream trade, not one I would take. Maybe we'll get a follow through. We need 2 bars in a row. And we're right into so we're right into this golden zone here. All right, maybe we get something that runs right to the golden zone here so we can watch see how it goes. You got to break that. Never count on it breaking. Oh, shit. Because I expect that to kick back. Which it does. Another scratch. And Q, same spot. That's totally a live stream trade. All right, that's scratched.
Stop filled.
Stop filled.
Another scratch. Look where it pivots. This is just algo ping pong, right? Just nonstop. Okay, all right. Do we want the long side? No. This is about as shitty a morning as I can remember ever having. Nice to have it live. To be perfectly honest with you guys, if I were not live streaming, again, I would. There's not a trade I would have taken here. There's no decent trade here. Hasn't been one. I've been taking them to. Look at the swing structure, right? There is no trade here. So all you can do is take one and hope you get something that runs and be very tight on the stops. That's all you can do. Or just go for a hike. Oh, geez. This is all likely debt drama. Oh, does it look any better up here? We're into the supply. Somebody posted me that 2-minute NQ and squeeze for over an hour now. Yeah, I know Las Vegas. Oh, I guess I call you Steven over here. I'm so used to calling you Las Vegas guy. Oh gosh, somebody you got. So Steven, you got 1 point in the NQ. You're doing better than I am. What's the broader market doing? Well, part of the reason that we're struggling here, I don't know if you'll be able to see this on a 4-hour, but the daily has been in a golden zone for a while now. All right, we're going to go here. Let's break that golden zone. I want that. Jesus, it's right into a fucking huge live stream trade. I wouldn't take that. Why? Right? Look what we're going into. Okay, we're back. Let's see if I can get that. I wouldn't take it. It's a live stream trade. Okay, so why would I be reluctant to take that? Where's the resistance, right? So do you want to sell it? Well, everything here it's just that we don't have good trading right now. And that's a significant pivot. That's a prior pivot. I don't mean to be making excuses, guys. This is some really shit. There's just very little decent trading here. What time is it? 11:24. Fuck, I'm gonna bail here. This is one of the worst live streams I've ever done. Gotta get one decent trade here. I've never done a live stream and not had one good trade. See, 1 2 breaks of structure. The retrace is legit, but here's where we would have that change, right here. So you could actually
Order filled.
you could sell that right here, because if it breaks that, right, then the trend changes. So you could take this, just hoping for a reversion to the mean. Does it survive? Well, we'll see. I would get, no, you can't. You got to stay right there, right? So if it flips the, let's go on the other side of that pivot. Okay, we got to get through a golden zone. We got to get through a fair value gap. We got to get through an order block, right? So we're in the fair value gap. There's the order block. There's the golden zone that we're going to squeeze. This is a great trade? No. Momentum is still positive, but you can understand. And then here's the target, right? So if it goes up and kicks that, then I've got 1 of 2 breaks of structure. Remember, let's see if I've got this. Yeah, we're on 2 here. So the trend is down. This is the right trade, right? Per market structure. Look where it stopped. Jesus, I am glad I'm in micros. This would be $400 or $500 in full size. Maybe a little divergence, maybe. No, they're gonna get it. Some days you just cannot get on the right side. I probably should just stop trading. I probably won't trade again until after 130 to see if this chop breaks up a little bit. I can't. And we're in a squeeze. So it's really that's a live stream trade. I get stopped doing ES is no better. But that's a repeatable trade. That's a trade I would take full size because very very low risk. I doubt it survives. It's not going to. Let's go give it just a tiny bit so it has to close above. MES. Come out of that. Did we break it? Did we break the high? I think we did. But it's not a trend change yet because we need 2 confirmed. Looks like that's going to break. Here's what will happen. As soon as I close down the live stream, the market will open up. And we'll start to see some decent trades. Would be my guess. For a counter trend trade, that's not that's maybe the only trade that's decent that I've taken here. Win or lose, it's not necessarily, is it a winner? Is it repeatable, logical, low risk, good risk reward? That's 3 to 1. I don't think it survives though. No, probably not. You're right at the resistance. No, that's too close. They'll get that because it's a pivot. It's close. Yeah, there it goes. All right, I should stop the live stream just so you guys can get a decent trade, because obviously this is not going to be a morning where I shit. If anybody's making money, more power to you. Oh, they're going to get that. Come on down, come on down, come on down. I got a little divergence. I don't think so. Here's the key pivot. Better sign. Well, here was why it was taken, because of this right here, this. So you can only hope that this is the pivot that holds it. Now, if we come back down here, I'd have a change of character, but we're going to be right into I got a fair value gap and an order block down here. So if anything, it's a better setup for a buy. But it's, oh my God, what a horrible day. It's advantages bulls. Last trade, and we'll wrap it. Put me out of my misery, please. Even if it starts to go here, you can't add to it. You wouldn't want to add into an order block. You wouldn't want to add into a fair value gap. So there's not a great, so you're hoping, oh shit, okay, maybe I can break this 50, this golden zone, this order block. It's a shitty trade, to tell you the truth. There's just too much traffic, right? And then look at the pattern here. I'll put me out of my misery. Well, at least the damages. I'll live to trade another day. I will be shocked if that survives, but it might. We're getting a little selling coming in here. Okay, come on. God, give me one decent trade, please. It's embarrassing. Okay, now we're into the fair value gap and all the strength here, right, which you can see reflected here when it went full delta. So if we can break here, you'll have some trap traders. If we'll have trap traders here. Then I got to, what does it have to break, right? It's got to break that. Oops. So we're coming out of a 50. Come here. Going into a 50 at the McGinley. So this is probably the most I can hope for there. That's, if I was full size, that's where I'd put it. Not anticipative shit. This may not even survive. Let's come back down a little bit. All right, so the bears are trying here. Didn't get a big effort. That's what's holding it. Big trade came in. So there's just no room, even down here. There's just no place to add to it. I'm thinking, oh, okay, if it'll start to break, maybe I can add. First, it has to break. Not much to do. Let's see how it holds the imbalance here. Anybody got a winning morning? I'm really curious if anyone else has. If anyone else is struggling, or if anybody took any trades. Oh, right to that 50 for a whopping $6. But it's not about the money. At least no, we're not there yet. Look at it, right to the tick low of that imbalance. I could easily kick now and just go run me out. But you really do see how they respond to these. Right, went to tick low and likely goes back up. If anything, that's looking like a better buy. Came down towards your key entry point. Here's where all the strength was. Now it likely goes. All right, this is shit show. Any better over here? Well, at least we got the RSI coming down. Yeah. That's a pretty good push here. All right, so here's the next thing we got to deal with. This imbalance, or pardon me, order block right here. So you don't want to count on anything breaking. A little further here, I would tighten that up a little bit. Better, better, better. Break even. If that's full size, that's exactly what I would do. I may get run out of it. Let's give it a little. Nah, I don't want another loser. 50 golden zone. That's where it's bouncing. Either we follow through. That's a good sign. Let's go for that. That's a big. That's a little hopium hit right there that we can break that. Decent sign here. I think we missed. We didn't get the measured move. I think we missed it. Oh, come here. Oh, we missed it. Missed it up here. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Now this is. Pass me the hopium pipe. Come on, you can break it. Good signs down here. What's the volume? All right, check the volume. Are we increasing? We're kind of neutral. It's not much better. There's the fucking golden zone, this little micro. These things can be real cock blockers. Especially on a day like today, right? So that's totally hopium hit right there that we're going to break that. Now this target is not to this, right? Because that hasn't actually hit yet. Down here, at least lock in a winner. Come on, break it. Good sign here, right? So we're on max delta as we're in the low. Come on, you fucker. God damn it. Well, there you go. There's your algo firing right there. Right there at the low. Hello. Come on, you can break it. I got a big value area down here. Come on. 65 to the tick. Look at that. There's the algo firing right there. Now, it doesn't mean it can't break, but that you can literally see it happening. It's crazy, huh? Even in the micros. I told you that was a hopium hit, right? Never count on those breaking, and never, ever buy or sell into them, because this is what will happen. And then you're second guessing, right? You don't know, right? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Right? I mean, you should go. Right? Just classic algo right there. Right? It'll probably go right to this one. With a value area down here, that's a bad sign for this trade. And we're out. And we'll call it a day. Okay. That's all I got, guys. This is just going to be a chop monster for the rest of the day, likely. Well, if anything, you got a little lesson in what it looks like when you shouldn't be trading. And maybe that's the one thing you can take from this. There's that. I don't know, I'd be shocked if anybody's making money today, unless you're hyper scalping all of this junk. All right, guys. Sorry, that wasn't a great one. Well, hopefully we'll have something better on Thursday. Skeff will come in. Maybe we'll get some runners. But this was a shit show. Okay, guys. Talk to you later.